Hey guys, welcome back to another full day of eating video. So my calories have been cut by 600 a day, which is quite, I specifically asked this because my weight was stalling out quite badly and it was frustrating me. So we've upped cardio a little bit and got this new diet plan. So it's 2,100 calories, 150 grams of carbs and 300 grams of protein. It is a lot of meat a day. So we'll just get right into it. The first meal I have every day is liquid egg whites and whole eggs. So I put 300 grams of egg whites, and then it's actually quite a lot of eggs I get to eat. It's a good breakfast. It fills you up quite nicely. I've not been hungry at all on this lower calorie diet at all, and it's had results already, so I'm pretty happy with it. So 300-ish grams, and then we chuck 3 whole eggs in there. My favourite bit, the yolk is just the best. Make a mess. I literally just cleaned this. And 3. I have also, so we'll whisk that up in a second. I have also mostly switched to Fry Light, like the 1 calorie spray. For some meals I'm still using my old sunflower oil, but this is obviously just reduces calories even more. So we'll put a few sprays of this in the pan, like 10, and then whack it up to max heat, preheat the pan, because otherwise the eggs just come weird. And yeah, we'll just cook these up and I'll show you how I season them and so they're not so bland in a second. Okay, so now it's cooked, we've got the eggs. There's actually like a decent amount in here, as you can see. So this really does fill me up in the morning. And I literally simply grind black pepper to it. And that's it, that's meal 1. I thought I'd quickly go over the supplements I have generally daily as well. So it's winter, so vitamin D, especially important now with the whole coronavirus thing. Vitamin D is actually a really good immune booster. So it's why people don't get as sick in summer. They've got the vitamin D, it actually really helps boost the immune system a lot more than people realise. Then I've got NAC. So this is my liver protection, one of them. I've also got choline and inositol, but I need to get some more. What this does, it's a really powerful antioxidant. It helps remove toxins from the liver. So I'm starting this now. I've been running it with Accutane to help my liver. And I'm going to be running it with my oral steroids because obviously you need to protect your liver a bit. So I'm going to be on, I think, 100 milligrams a day. And then I'm taking taurine as well. This is only occasionally, it's more for like when I train legs, because I get such crazy back pumps on tren and hamstrings as well. Like it's too much, you can't actually do your sets properly because the pump's painful. So taurine really does help alleviate that a lot. It's also good just for anti-cramping and things like that, and as I'm on lower carbs, that's happening. But yeah, meal 1 done, and I'll catch you with meal 2. So it's 1 PM and we're ready for meal 2, which is quite simply 250 grams of beef. I make it into burgers. This is 5% fat beef mince with 150 grams of boiled basmati rice. Really simple. I just season it with like salt and pepper. Sorry, pepper even, I stopped using salt. But sometimes if I want a bit extra, these skinny sauces are really great. So they've got very few calories in them. This one though does have quite a bit of salt still, so you just got to watch out on the back of these. So I got the garlic mayo one as well. We tried the barbecue one. There's quite a few of them actually. I might do a taste review and show which one's the best. We just ordered another 8 different flavors, so we wanted to try that whole range because it's far less calories in sauce than from a regular pack of barbecue sauce, for example, which I love. My favourite one, it really goes well with beef. But yeah, today's leg day, so it's 1 PM now, have this, and I'll have another meal in about 2 hours at 3, and then I'll go to the gym around 4 PM to train legs more. So I'm gonna get on and enjoy eating this, and I'll catch you for meal 3. Okay, so 2 hours have passed since my last meal. I've basically just been making some programs for home workouts. We bought ourselves some dumbbells, and if you can see on the floor down there, not quite, but because the gyms are potentially going to close and some of my clients' gyms have already closed, so I'm making them routines they can do a basic set of dumbbells in their house, mostly for maintenance. You're not going to have to grow that much of light dumbbells, but some of them people have got like their own big weight sets, so I'm making basically custom programs for the equipment they've got. And some of those workouts are going to be on here, so me and Amy are doing a nice arm one tonight, so you'll see that soon. My post-workout shake will be this. Very simply, it's 50 grams of Cocoa Pops, with 75 grams of chocolate whey protein powder. So the reason behind Cocoa Pops in your post-workout shake, and this will get cut out eventually for just plain chicken and rice again, but leg days I'm having a Cocoa Pop shake just because of how much energy it uses. So the carbs in Cocoa Pops are actually pretty decent. So there's a amount of sugar in there which is going to spike your insulin to help that protein get absorbed, but also it's rice carbohydrates, so it's got that slightly longer acting digesting carb in there as well to help recovery straight after training. So it's a great one to have right after. You should always have carbs post-training and pre-training as well, just to give you energy and to help with recovery, especially leg day. Like my coach said, never miss post-workout carbs, especially leg days, because otherwise I'm just not going to recover properly on my cut. So we've got this shake, and then we've still got 3 meals left to eat, all of which have a lot of vegetables and stuff in. Bit boring, but there's just so much volume of food, so we'll get to that in a minute after my leg workout. Okay, so what I've done today is I've rolled meals 4 and 5 into one because it's almost 8 o'clock now. I just haven't, after doing legs and drinking my shake, my appetite just went. I don't know why, I haven't had any urge to eat. So we've rolled the meals 4 and 5 together. Okay, so we have, so normally it'd be 200 grams of chicken, but I've rolled it into, so I had 2 lots of that, so we've got 400 grams of chicken cooked. So we've got like fajita seasoning on one and like some paprika seasoning on the oven. So a little bit salty, but I am slowly removing them out. It's not actually too bad. I picked fairly low salt versions. Eventually this is all going to be plain, and we're just going to use like skinny sauce in it. Then we have a bowl of green vegetables and 200 grams of baked sweet potato. So this is one double-sized meal, basically eating it all in one. And then I've got another meal, one final one of chicken, and so yeah, another 200 grams of chicken and more green veg. So that is pretty much my meals for the day. So I'll eat this now, and then at about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I'll eat another chicken breast, a bunch more green veg to try and help with some digestion overnight. I am struggling to digest all this meat. It's a lot. It's 1 kilo of meat a day, plus the eggs as well, and just all the, I mean, there's not that much carbs in it really. So I'm just struggling to get enough fiber. So I'm going to start taking aloe vera juice to help me, because I'm just getting constipated a lot and it's not fun at all. So that's the problem with really high protein diets and lack of fiber. Like, it doesn't, like, I could eat like 400, 500 grams of green veg. It's not enough to get it through me. So yeah, we're gonna have to try something out. Like, I've been suffering and using Senna. It's gross. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I've been having some stomach issues with the food I've been eating, just the sheer volume of meat there. But it's not a problem. The Senna seems to do the trick for now. It's just, even with eating loads of green veg, just the sheer amount of meat is hard to, my body's just struggling to process it. So that is one downside to the diet. I've been suggested to use aloe vera juice, which I'm going to try and grab before all the shops close. It's kind of carnage here in the UK at the moment. It's a bit apocalyptic everywhere, I think. Trying to get anything from the shops is just proving to be a nightmare. So this is the day after the full day of eating video. I'm just recording a finisher. I just tried to go to the shops, and because of everything that's going on, I couldn't find any food whatsoever. Like, couldn't find any chicken. I managed to find a few minute steaks, like the cheap quality, really thin steaks. Other than that, nothing. So I'm going to try and get up early in the morning to go to the butcher's. Basically what I think is going to happen here is the same thing in Italy, where they are going to lock down the entire country for at least 2 weeks. Now, what that means is you won't be allowed to go outside at all unless you're essential personnel. So that means like fire, police, obviously doctors, nurses, that sort of thing. If you are seen outside, you'll be arrested and most likely fined quite a lot of money. And that, by doing that, you basically cut out the way the virus can spread. It's basically an extreme response, but that's what they've done in Italy now. And apparently there's like, in Venice, where we just were, there's dolphins now swimming up towards it, and in the canals and that. There's wild boars roaming around Rome because all the people have gone. So it's kind of crazy. Basically there'll only be like military activity outside, and yeah, so it looks like the UK is going that way because it's spread, like, it's come from, when we flew out on holiday 2 weeks ago, maybe 30 people in the UK had it. When we got back, there was like over 1,000. I don't know how many it's up to now, but it's like really spiraling. They've just closed the schools, but it's a little too late, to be honest. So we're just gonna see what happens. We've got a decent amount of food here, but we haven't stocked up enough to have loads of meat. So don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully if I get up and go to the butcher's at 7 a.m, people won't have raided it too much by then, but it's a little bit stressful. A lot of people are losing money, like they're having to go off work unpaid. It's a bit of a mess really. So we're just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. If it does happen that the whole of the UK does shut down, we've luckily got some home weights, and tomorrow we're going to grab a bunch more. So we'll be doing a bunch of home weight workouts. I'd suggest if you're in the UK, you try and get yourself some weights quickly, like maybe tomorrow, pick some up, because it could be the fact that you may be stuck at home for 2 weeks, and that's very possibly to happen. And I think when that happens as well, there'll be no deliveries or anything like that, so you won't be able to order stuff from Amazon, etc. It's crazy times. But yeah, that's my 4-day of eating so far. I'm going to stick to it as close as possible while trying to get the meat from the shops, as I'm eating almost a kilo of meat a day. Trying to find that chicken when everyone's buying loads of it, it's just impossible. But we've got enough stores of everything, and to be honest, if I'm not training as hard, I'm going to slash my calories anyway and just fast a lot, and I'll just eat meat here and there where I need to. If I'm not doing heavy weight training, I don't need as much protein, and I'll just do the stairs outside for running. So I'm on a 5th floor flat. There's 11 stories. I can just do stairs, cardio up and down. Luckily, I've got that available to me. But yeah, it's kind of a crazy one. We'll see what happens. I'm reckoning by next week things will have changed a lot, so we'll just keep you updated. But yeah, if it does happen, I'll definitely do daily vlogs, you know, record out the window, see what's going on, because it's just going to be an interesting situation overall, like crazy stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Weird future coming up.